Hello and welcome to BCIT Magazine. I'm Jeff Renney.
Randy O'Grady is working hard getting ready for the upcoming provincial election, but you won't find his name on any of the ballots when the time comes to vote. His company, Ultra Digital Printing, though, designs election signs for a large number of candidates across the Lower Mainland.
At Ultra Digital Printing and Signs, this is something that we look forward to on a regular basis.
Elections are an exciting time for the company as it provides them with a huge boost to the business financially.
Financially, it's a great surge. We certainly appreciate the business the candidates give us. It literally doubles our business overnight.
Employees put in a lot of extra hours during campaigns in order to get all the signs out on time for those running.
Puts a bit of pressure on because you're putting other people aside. Just drop everything, get the election signs on the go.
Each candidate that comes in gets a few hundred signs made up.
We have no affiliation to any party, but what we do like to see is our signs on every lawn.
Voters in BC will be able to check out the company's work until the election takes place on May 14th. Jeff Renney in Langley for BCIT Magazine.
Prime Minister Stephen Harper was in Richmond reviewing security measures. Harper announced a new Conservative bill that will create a searchable database of high-risk child predators.
People returning to BCIT this year have probably noticed something different inside the school's parking lot. This new structure is being built for an energy oasis project on the campus. The goal of the project will be to allow energy to be stored inside the 2 solar panels being constructed.
The Energy Oasis project is actually a leading-edge research project for alternative energy sources.
The structure will be BCIT's biggest construction project ever, but the school won't be spending any money on it, with funds coming from outside the school.
This is about an $8 million project, and the good news is that all of that funding is coming from outside of BCIT.
Despite the benefits, though, there are many students unhappy with the amount of parking spots that have been removed during construction.
Oh, you need to definite plan at least 12 minutes, 15 minutes during your morning sometimes.
The hope, though, is that students will be able to be patient for a bit longer in order to allow the project to finish and give the school new research opportunities in the future. The project is set to come to an end in the first week of November, allowing this parking lot to reopen and giving electric cars a new place to recharge their vehicles. Jeff Renney in Burnaby for BCIT Magazine.
Jeff, what do the sponsors funding the project hope to gain?
Well, they're hoping to gather new information that they can use for themselves. One of the biggest sponsors is actually BC Hydro, and then researchers and students at BCIT will learn about how the energy works, and then they'll pass that information on to companies like BC Hydro.
Surrey resident Mark Worrell is on his way from the Newton bus loop to his job at the local Safeway. The area has been receiving a lot of negative attention following the murder of Julia Pascal. Pascal was beaten to death on December 29th just outside the Newton ice rink. One thing the city is discussing is to tear down the trees in the dark wooded area behind the arena, known to contain a lot of criminal activities. And Worrell, who passes through the forest almost every day, would welcome the decision.
I had a coworker that was walking right down here. He was coming home from the movie theater behind, and he was actually mugged to the point where they smashed and shattered his glasses, and he had to get new ones, and he was beat up.
For Newton MLA Harry Baines, it's something that would need to be looked into further.
They really need to do a good analysis of the area. What needs to be done? Do they actually have to take down the trees entirely, or can they actually do the bottom cleaning, so that's more visible?
A community meeting is scheduled for February 5th, where residents are hoping some decisions will be made. Jeff Renney in Surrey for BCIT Magazine. SFU wrestler Sean Molly is working hard preparing for his next competition. Molly and his SFU teammates recently received some new motivation when the sport got reinstated back into the Olympics.
I was excited. 2 more years for 2016 and then another 6 years for 2020, right? So now I have more work to do, I would say.
Nurses at Newton's Public Health Unit are testing out the flu mist. The new device was created mainly for children as a substitute for flu shots. The hope is to get more BC kids vaccinated without needles. And Medical Health Officer Michelle Myrne says studies have found the mist to actually be better for younger kids than traditional shots.
For young kids, especially those kids under 6 years old, and some of the evidence saying that it's more effective for those children than getting the injected product.
Currently, the device is only available at public health clinics in BC, but the hope is the province will be looking to expand the product into pharmacies in time for the next flu season.
I'm Jeff Renney, and that's today's BCIT Magazine. Thanks for watching.